So I dog shades, too much got the belly see the acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks going too close? Give me room, phony folks, play it close.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it. The 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
To the air, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble. from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
One. Tempo. Go. Easy. Great. 1. Watch out.
Foles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he coughed it up. And the Bills have recovered. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
All right, now, lucky 56. Now let's go.
Allen now on first down. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On third and long, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Water.
Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Cadence goal. Cadence goal.
Now Foles. Now he'll escape to it, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Sound goal. Sound goal.
He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football.
Here we go. 6. Johnson, hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
56. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be caught at the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 50.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen? Right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is Cohen on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking to flip one out here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Flushed out right. Now he's got a man. Complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown. Oakland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. Coleman, and he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing now is Allen. It's caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, We'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Switzer complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. An update from Denver. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. 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 Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. And he's going to go down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Go, go, go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to him on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Great. Tempo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is Cullen, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try again with Cullen. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Go.
On the give, this is their fullback. Well, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should go from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun! Check. Motion to backfield. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
One.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go!
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out.
Now a hit and falls, loses the football. It's out, and the Bills have recovered.
That feels feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Off the toss, Cohen. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Again, it's Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
There's some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Now look at 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Easy,
you can
easy.
have an empty possession, punt the ball
Good,
away,
great,
get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and they take it downfield.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Foles. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Gone!
On 1st down, Allen. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, solid gold, solid gold. Down to hit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Here's Foles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Be alert, be alert. Alert. 180. One.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We got 3. Let's go. Great.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. No, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside the kisses. Once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was out my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe.